Well, look what came in the mail today. My new Retron 3 HD 3-in-1 retro console. This will play NES, Super NES, Super Famicom, Genesis, and Mega Drive games. Decided to get back into retro gaming, collecting, the games of my youth. NES, SNES, never owned a Genesis, so that's been my first time actually owning physical Genesis carts. I decided to go with Retron 3. I consider the Retron 5 HD, which that would also give you the option to play Game Boy, Game Boy Advanced, Game Boy Color games. Decided to go with this instead. I'm not that crazy about the handheld games. I had a Game Boy growing up. Wasn't wild about it. Decided to go with Retron 3 instead. Play these games I really care about. There's also an adapter you can buy. I believe it's about $12 on Amazon. Allow you to play Famicom games on here. We go into the NES slot where the NES cartridges go. Probably pick that up pretty soon. I'm going to be getting some games in from Video Games Monthly. Should be getting a box from them in the next week or two. And I'll have some unboxing videos showing what I get from them. Of course, I have the games that this system is compatible with on my list with Video Games Monthly. With that out of the way, let's open this up. Let's take a look here at the Retron 3 HD. And here's the system. The red color, I believe there's a couple of different color variations. This is produced by Hyperkin. It's a clone console. We'll play, of course, those games that I mentioned for the NES, SNES, Sega Genesis, and their Japanese counterparts. Here's the console. I've had retro consoles before, and I do have to say, and from other reviews I've seen, this is very solidly built. Probably the best feeling, best looking built console that I've had for as far as these clone consoles go. Of course, you have your slots for each of your three systems. NES slot, your Genesis slot, and your SNES slot. And you switch between these when, depending on which games you want to play for the system. The reset button, power button. You have here your Super Nintendo control ports here on the front. On the side, you have your NES control ports, and on the other side, you have your Sega Genesis control ports. And in the back, of course, cables to hook the console up to your television. Let's see what else we have in here. It's like a sticker thanking me for my purchase, and an instruction manual. Show you how to set it up. It's like a couple different languages. Pretty thin manual. Everything's pretty simple, I believe. Shouldn't be too difficult to get this going. Here's our controllers. Here is their version of a SNES controller. Trigger buttons, of course, or shoulder buttons. Start, select. What you expect to see with the Super Nintendo controller. And here is their version of the Sega Genesis controller. Same as the Super Nintendo. You have the buttons you would expect to see on a Sega Genesis controller. And very comfortable feeling controllers. Solidly built, just like the console. Be curious to see, if they perform as well as a legitimate controllers for the systems would. And I believe in here we should have our cable we need to hook it up. There's an HDMI cable. Let's see what else we have here. And something else. Yep. Alright, that's everything we need. Should be able to get this hooked up. See how it goes. I've got a few games. I've purchased some games to mostly just test out the system, as I'll be getting most of my games through Video Games Monthly. We'll get the system hooked up, test it out, see if it performs as well as it looks. I'll be back with you with another video showing the performance of the Retron 3 HD.